Hold up, girl. Not Nicki Minaj putting Diddy on blast for being a snitch and working with the feds to take down other celebs. You know there's been talk that Diddy was going to bring down other stars to get his time reduced, right? Well, Nicki is claiming she's his first victim, revealing that Diddy is using her as a scapegoat to prove to the feds he's got the dirt he claims to have. But Nicki isn't staying quiet. She's calling Diddy out, saying he's trying to ruin her career. This is wild, y'all. Nicki is furious. So I guess Kanye West wasn't lying when he said Diddy was a fed. It's all unfolding right before our eyes.
As far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these all you fake hard you. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard you know what I'm saying? I don't get because you can't by anyway, and the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're gonna go pull my coat card. So about me, now let me say it calm. You about
when we found out a couple of days ago that Nicki Minaj had been arrested, none of us could have imagined Diddy had anything to do with it. Diddy, in the US, probably scheming to fix his ruined image while Nicki gets busted all the way in the Netherlands on substance charges? The police didn't name her, but they did announce they had arrested a 41-year-old American woman. They said, "We never confirmed the identity of a person in custody, but I can confirm we have arrested a 41-year-old woman suspected of trying to export soft substances to another country." And guess what? Nicki went live during the whole ordeal, so we knew it was her.
I'm not carrying. Number one, when I came here,
you can go inside.
I'm not going in there. I need a lawyer present.
You will get a lawyer.
No, I need a lawyer present now.
Okay, please.
Where am I going? I have no idea where I'm going.
You have to go to the police station.
What address is that?
It's 5 minutes away.
It's 5 minutes away.
What's the address of the police precinct?
When you will get your next show, we have to do it very fast, and we will help with.
You're talking about my show?
Yes.
What about it?
Yeah. We talk.
Said they will help to try to get you there.
They'll help to try to get me to my show.
So
How?
To do it as soon as possible. But we can.
What am I?
She dropped a bombshell tweet claiming the pre-rolls found in her bags belonged to her security, not her. She said they found grass and had to wait for another group to weigh the pre-rolls. Mind you, they took her bags without permission. Her security confirmed the pre-rolls are his. And the weigh-in crew isn't even there yet. This is a clear setup to delay her and fuel negative headlines. Jealousy is a disease, folks. But wait, there's more. She insists it's all a ploy. A big money sabotage to ruin her tour's success because people can't profit off her. At the time, we were left wondering. But now, rested and ready, she's coming for Diddy. She's exposing his plot to sabotage her as revenge. Turns out, Nicki was behind the leak of that infamous audio of Diddy and Meek Miller in Pound Town. You know, the one Diddy's crew tried to pin on someone else? The drama just keeps unfolding.
Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against cheeks. I heard niggas struggling to take dick. I heard niggas being like, yeah, daddy. When he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all this shit because I was like, this Diddy.
Jaguar Wright didn't waste a second calling BS on that, claiming it was Nicki Minaj herself who leaked the audio, all to get back at Meek. Can you believe it? The drama is real.
Milk running the around, talking about expensive pain.
Wait, this is Philly you're talking about now. Wait a minute, Jag.
Meek.
Wait a minute.
He's a f***ing Fruit Loop. He Diddy-fied.
This is Philly.
He's a deep-fried period. He Diddy-fied. He Diddy-fried. He the Diddy do-I-bop. Meek, real rap.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit on Meek. She just wasn't gonna tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
Curious why Nicki and Meek Mill have beef. It all boils down to their messy past. According to Nicki, things got pretty rough with allegations of Meek getting physical during their tumultuous relationship a few years back. Nicki just dropped a bombshell by teasing her docu-series Queen for HBO Max. Even though the sneak peek was brief, it set everyone buzzing. Nicki definitely picked this clip for a reason, revealing a side of her that fans rarely see. What a move.
My mother would let my father be violent with her. And she always brings up the story as a little girl. I would stand in front of my mother and go like this. And I vowed, like, that's why I'm, like, maybe some people would describe me as abrasive or whatever, because I vowed from that age, no man would ever call me out my name, treat me like that. And then all of a sudden, that was my life.
She got super emotional, and you could feel it as she dove into a part of her story that was clearly tough to revisit. In that snippet, she didn't name any names or directly call out the guy who hurt her. She didn't even hint at when it happened, leaving everyone guessing. But things took a wild turn when, shortly after, Nicki teased the docu-series and Meek Mill hit her with a cease and desist letter, basically telling her to keep his name out of her mouth. Now, here's the juicy part. Nicki was with Safari Samuels for 14 years before Meek came into the picture. After breaking up with Meek, she dated Nas for about a year before they split. So it could have been any of these three guys. But guess who got all defensive and lawyered up? Yep, Meek Mill. Meek kind of shot himself in the foot with that reaction. People found it super suspicious that he was the only ex to have such a strong reaction to Nicki's post. This led to speculation that he might be the one Nicki was talking about. Soon, old videos of them started to resurface, including one where he was clearly being mean to Nicki in public, and she looked pretty scared. Notice how she was smiling at first, but then he said something, and she immediately looked down and obviously felt bad. This further fueled speculation that Meek was aggressive towards Nicki. Plus, if you paid attention, you'd realize Nicki has been trying to spill this tea for a long time, but she couldn't come out and say it because she didn't want to be the one to expose Diddy.
But do you think it's a lot of undercover brothers in the industry?
Oh no, Queen. We don't know nothing about undercovers. Oh no. We don't know about that.
Okay. 'Cause I do.
You said what?
It's no shock that Nicki would want to get her revenge on Meek in the most humiliating way possible, even if it meant dragging Diddy down with him, especially if it meant dragging Diddy down too. Back then, Nicki was managed by Diddy, while Meek was under Roc Nation, owned by Diddy's best buddy, Jay-Z. Rumor has it, Diddy was already having an affair with Meek at the time. So not only did Meek allegedly get physical with Nicki, but he was also cheating on her with his so-called mentor. That's seriously messed up. Nicki eventually dropped Diddy as her manager when she realized he'd been playing her all along, enabling Meek's bad behavior just to keep Meek around for his own benefit. And it gets worse. Reports suggest that Diddy and Jay-Z allegedly conspired to shove Nicki's documentary under the rug. Remember that teaser she posted that sent Meek into a frenzy? Yep, Diddy and Jay-Z supposedly had a hand in burying it. Jay-Z wanted to protect his artist, and Diddy wanted to protect both his relationship with Meek and his own reputation. Nicki was planning to expose them both. But Nicki was smart and played the long game. She allegedly took videos and pictures of Meek Mill and Diddy during their intimate moments, but knew better than to leak them right away. Going up against Diddy and Jay-Z directly would have been risky, and she knew they could easily retaliate. So, she held on to the evidence and waited for the right moment. When Diddy started getting exposed for his mistreatment of women, and Lil Rod dropped his lawsuit revealing Diddy's affair with Meek Mill, Nicki saw her perfect opportunity. With the timing just right, she decided to finally get her revenge by leaking the video, making sure everyone knew what had been going on behind the scenes. It looks like Diddy figured out that Nicki was responsible for the leak. He wanted to get back at her while proving to the feds that he had the dirt on the celebs, like he promised them. He decided to start with Nicki. So what do you think about this drama? Was Nicki right to expose Diddy and Meek Mill's actions, or was she just seeking revenge? Some may argue that she should have come forward sooner instead of waiting for the perfect moment. But others believe that her strategic approach was necessary in order to protect herself and ensure that her story would be heard.